obviously the House Committee, ad hoc committee, to interface with the CBN and the bank operators with regards to the voting issue of the phasing out and to bring in to circulation the new Naira note, among other reasons. We also have other factors that we have discussed on the floor of the House yesterday. And ultimately, the House mandated this ad hoc committee to come up with a strategy to engage the officials of the central bank and chief executives of the bank operators, commercial bank operators. It is therefore my pleasure to at this point inform members of the committee, first of all, that we scheduled today's meeting based on the letter we have signed out only with the officials of the Central Bank of Nigeria. And we have scheduled bank operators to come up tomorrow. So it's like we ab initio invited them separately based on the nature of the engagement. It's a fact-finding thing. And like I've always said, this is not something to witch hunt anyone. It is a simple fact-finding mission by the parliament, which obviously holds in brief or holds the proxy of the Nigerian people. So we decided to take them separately. We have scheduled today for the officials of the central bank and tomorrow for the bank operators, chief executives of commercial banks. And on that note, I would like to, on behalf of the committee here, to communicate to members and members of the press, and of course members of the public, that based on the communication I just received from the central bank, is that our letter of invitation got to the bank very, very late yesterday. You can all agree with me that the resolution was taken at the end of our sitting yesterday, the 24th of January, 2023. And before we could finish necessary procedures, the letters were signed in to the central bank late. So the liaison officer of the bank spoke to us this evening that they were not able to really act on the letter to allow for their engagement today. And on this note, I would like to convey to members of the committee and of course to the members of the public and the press that are here with us that we have considered to allow the central bank officials to come up tomorrow by 1 p.m. tomorrow by 1 p.m. so that we will engage them, and immediately after our engagement with the officials of the central bank, we will engage the bank operators. This is the decision of the committee, and I hope members of the press will help us do the needful. And for the purposes of clearance and clarification, I want to say without any fear of contradiction that the parliament is always an institution that represents the Nigerian people. And in this case, the National Assembly is just that. It's an institution, popular institution that represents the Nigerian people. And when there is any need or any cause for an invitation to any government employee, like it is the case here in the case of Central Bank, the governor of the Central Bank, his directors, deputy directors, or departmental heads, I believe are all employees of the Nigerian people, Nigerian government. And when there is a statement or a kind of summon from the institution of the parliament like this, like in this case, we will expect every up and doing employee to only respect that invitation. And on this note, I want to say on behalf of the House of Representatives that we have taken this on the point of perhaps giving them the leverage or giving them the, what we call the benefit of doubt that yes, the letter got to them late yesterday. And on no account, I repeat, on no account, we will have a repeat of this failure tomorrow. No one of us here is acting in his personal capacity. No one of us here is acting for any personal reasons, especially on a matter like this, when Nigerian people and Nigerian economy is threatened by a lot of dangers, by a government policy of a government department. Then definitely those of us who are here recruited by the Nigerian people, those of us who are here working for Nigerian people, we cannot sit down to only look at policies of government that are not only unpopular, they are threatening the survival of our economy to continue. I hear some of them saying that it's a matter that they have decided. It's a matter that no one goes back about it. This is the supreme institution of Nigeria's democracy. And I want to say without any fear of contradiction that for whatever policy government is undertaking, especially at a critical period like this, Nigerians must know, and whoever is involved must know, that definitely the interest of the Nigerian people holds sway. So there is just no policy whatsoever that cannot be reversed, good or bad, as long as that policy or reversal of that policy is going to be in the overall interest of the Nigerian people. We will not endanger our economy. We will not allow anyone also to endanger our economy. Central Bank must appear before this committee of the House of Representatives tomorrow by 1 p.m. to discuss this very critical matter. Critical because, like I said, it borders on the survival of our economy. It borders on the survival of our people. The businesses are shut down all over. Agriculture is suffering. Petty businesses in the villages are also suffering. I understand in Sada's place that even dowry is not being accepted because bride price is not even accepted. So this is a serious issue. Seriously overall public interest. So I want to say at this point that the committee has agreed to allow the CBN officials to appear before this committee tomorrow by 1 p.m. And I hope they will, under all circumstances, respect the position of this institution and respect the people of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.